All right, let's take a look at where we left off last time. All right, let's see. If we walk closer here and the energy sucker gets close to us, it starts taking our health bar down. So let's go ahead and start creating some energy pickups. So I'm going to right click, go to 3D object, and we'll make a sphere and sort of place it just on the floor. I'm going to make sure it's a trigger by clicking on is trigger. And what we're going to do through code is as I walk into it, I'm going to have it maybe add 0.05 because remember it was from 0 to 1 for the value to the health bar. And once we have this health pickup, let's see. Once we have this health pickup set up, and then let's make sure we add a tag. We'll call this tag health pickup. And I'm going to hit Control A, Control C to make sure that I copy that health pickup name. And let's add that tag here. So what we have now is a health pickup. And as I walk into it, let's make sure our trigger is a little bigger as well. So let's see, make the radius something like this. So as we walk into this trigger, um, it'll um, it'll add health to our negative our positivity bar. We'll call it. So this character is a negativity person. This is positivity, and we'll also the way that we can beat this game is maybe if we pick up 3 positive orbs, we win the game. So let's go ahead and just detect our slider inside of our character script. So here's our player, and we have this character movement script. Inside of the player folder, we have this character movement script. Let's go ahead and double click it and start coding. All right. So if you recall from before, we had to add this using Unity engine.ui. So let's go ahead and add that up here, and that'll give us access to being able to add health sliders. And then, so with that said, I'm going to go ahead and click on the slider health bar here. I'm going to copy that. Now, again, what happened here? Let's see. There we go. Okay. Now, you generally wouldn't, this is kind of bad programming practice, copying variables. And you'd normally have a script on your health bar, or you'd have a health manager, and you would just jump to that script. And then inside of a function, you would add health. But again, this is a beginner tutorial. I'm showing you how to sort of just kind of go through the basics and how to access things. So don't worry too much about good programming practices just yet until you really learn Unity, you learn the system, how to create things and move them around. We'll get to all that stuff later. So anyway, I'm going to save this and I'm going to return to Unity, and I want to drag my slider into this health bar variable component. All right, so we have 3 health pickups here. And on my player, I want to make sure that in this health bar slider, where you're going to go and expand our canvas, and let's make sure player is open. And I'm going to grab we have our canvas here. I'm going to grab my slider and just drop it in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go what I'd like to do next is each one of these has it is not tagged yet. So let's make sure that we have health pickup tagged. Let me delete this. So we'll focus on one for now, and then we'll make it a prefab. So as I walk around, I want to uh, access this trigger and then uh, add some value to this slider's value, which is this right here. Remember, it's from 0 to 1. All right, so let's go ahead and let's save this. Now that we have our slider, we give ourselves access to our slider here, and let's return to Visual Studio and start working on that code. All right, so um, I'm going to do a little bit of free coding for a bit, and so underneath my public boolean is grounded instead of just the copying and pasting method. I'm going to actually do a void on trigger enter, and we have other.collider. Now, I love IntelliSense, and it gives you all of this great stuff, but we really want to just do, let's see, is there a way to kind of get this so it doesn't do that? So if tab other dot game object dot, we can use compare tag, we can use tag, and then inside of here, we want to put another open close parentheses, and then we want to paste in, oops, What is this? Okay, hold on. Looks like let me undo that. We want to make sure that we're doing the same um, pickup. So I think it was health bar pickup. Let me go double check. So it's health pickup with a capital P and a capital H. All right, so health pickup like that. Let's save it. So if our other .game object is health pickup, we want to grab our health bar. And if you recall, we want to health bar dot value. We want to make plus equals, and we could do 0.05f, or I'll go ahead and save this. And let me copy this. I could just make a variable up here, which would be another float, and we'll say public health bonus, maybe health bar pickup bonus or something. Let's see. I think that's okay for now. And then let's save that, and then we want to make sure that we give it a data type, which is a float. And let's save this. And I'm going to replace this, and now we have a public variable that we can control the amount. The other thing is we also don't want to keep that health bar in the stream, so we'll do destroy other .game object. That was a good IntelliSense recommendation. So what's happening here is as we enter that area, we're going to destroy the other game object, but first we're going to add 0.05. So let's save this and return Unity and see this in action. All right, here we are back in Unity. Let's go ahead and press play. I'm going to go and get hurt a little bit by this enemy. I'm going to get away, let him run back. Then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to access this guy here. Boom, it added health. What's nice is if we decide, let's go ahead and make a prefabs folder here. Right click, create folder prefabs. And we can drag our pickup here. We'll pick up. Now we have a reference to it that we can always keep with all the code. And if I duplicate this a bunch like that, then if I press play, I can get hurt a lot. See. Then I get away. Let's restore our health by grabbing these pickups. Boop. And bloop. Come on. We got this. We could do a thing where the health bar doesn't go up if it's and it won't destroy those or something if it's already at 100%. But I don't know. It might add to it. So I think we could have it. Let's go ahead and add some code that if health pickup, if we've collected 4 health pickups or something, or we can find the number of health pickups in the scene, or we found all of them, it says we won the game. And we'll do that in the next tutorial.